What's up, everybody? Josh Armijo here. I hope everybody's doing good and well and stuff. I got an EP review to do for you, and I'm going to be talking to you about the new EP from the band The Drip, entitled A Presentation of Gruesome Poetics. This is released on Relapse Records. Now, if you're not too familiar with this band, they are based out of Richland, Washington, and the best way to describe the sound of this band would be a very gritty, ugly, D-beat, crust-inspired style of grindcore. I've been very, very interested in what this band has had to put out ever since I first grabbed their second EP from them, entitled The Wasteland. I want to say I made a purchase through the Opacus Records web store, bought a bunch of grindcore-orientated tapes, and one EP that definitely grabbed my interest was the one tape that was distributed by my very good friends over at Operation Grindcore. They helped release the second Drip EP entitled The Wasteland, and after hearing that track, after hearing all of the tracks that were on that EP, I was just mesmerized. I was really appreciating their style, their approach, their intensity, just a lot of really, really sick, obviously disgusting grindcore. I mean, if you're into, let's say, maybe Insect Warfare or Nasum or even Rotten Sound, you just get a lot of those influences from all over the board, and I thought that was a great, great EP. Same can be said for their self-titled EP, which is their first EP release. I thought that was amazing. I was only wondering what the next release from this band would be, and once word got out that there was going to be a brand new EP release from them, I was excited. And now here we are with the third EP this band has put out, entitled A Presentation of Gruesome Poetics. It's only 6 tracks, and it clocks in at around 12 minutes in length, which is pretty grindcore appropriate time length, I would say. But in the typical fashion that the Drip have been putting out, they really, really deliver some absolutely impressive, heavy, nasty-sounding grindcore. I mean, you just get a lot of heavy influences going on here. I mean, if you're into stuff like I said earlier, if you're into maybe Nasum or Rotten Sound or Insect Warfare, to even some of the entombed core type of stuff, meaning bands like Trap Them or Nails, you will find something to enjoy with this new release from The Drip, and I definitely think they have put out their best EP yet with this particular EP. I'm really, really impressed with what's going on here. The guitar riffs are absolutely a devastating impact on this EP. The first couple of tracks come to mind for me, like Catalyst and Rise to Failure. Just the heaviness and the tone of the guitar riffs definitely showcase why the Drip do what they do so well. And the riff work on those tracks are just absolutely crushing. To even the later moments of the album, like Siren and Lash In, Lash Out. I mean, just things get a little bit heavier and a lot crustier sounding from there. But the way they pull it off with the guitar work here, it just really, really sounds good. It sounds very well executed, and the riffs are just so nauseatingly nasty. I just love what's being done here with the riff work of this EP. Bass tone is very, very dirty and gritty sounding. I love the way that it sounds here on this EP. Definitely balances things out quite nicely. Good tone, good execution. I just love the way the bass is on this album, especially towards the middle moments of this EP. Tracks like Bygones Only Burn Once and Black Screen. Definitely some nice balance showcased within the bass guitar work of this EP. I think it's really, really amazing. Moving on to the drums. The drums are just absolutely non-stop and merciless here. Very high emphasis on drum fills and blast beats. Very, very good snare tone. I just love the way the snare sounds on this EP. It really, really sounds devastating and very appropriate for what's being executed here with the short album length. Everything goes by so fast. It's almost breathtaking at times. The blast beats, the drum fills, the drum rolls, they just sound so good and so smooth. This drummer is putting on a great clinic here. Even to the moments where the drums seem to verge on being a little bit more sludgy and crustier, you really appreciate the slower moments that show up here. They're not on they don't show up a lot, but when they do show up, it really, really sounds crazy. But the fast moments that this drummer puts on is just so phenomenal. I love his speed and his strength. Really, really good stuff. And the vocals are really awesome, too. Going back to the Nasum references, I definitely pick up a little bit of a Mietsko influence with this guy's vocal style. Very well-worded, very, very throaty, very hoarse, very ugly sounding. You can definitely understand everything that he says, but the way he delivers his vocals, his conviction, it really, really sounds awesome. Going back to tracks like Rise to Failure and Black Screen, even Siren, just some really, really sick vocal work going on there. The lyrics are top notch too. I'm really appreciating the paranoia and the attention to detail being put forth here. So overall, if you're into modern grindcore, if you're a grindcore fanatic, you'll definitely find something to enjoy with the Drip. I'm really, really loving what the Drip have done here with this EP. I'm very optimistic for this band's continued growth, and hopefully they will reach more wider audiences now because of this EP. It's definitely worth your time. Understandably, it's a short EP because it's a grindcore EP, but I think it gets the job done splendidly here. So I'm going to leave you a link in the description box to American Aftermath, where you can stream this EP in its entirety, read an interview with them, listen to the EP, be your own judge as to whether you think it's worthy of being purchased or not. I will also link you to the Drip Bandcamp page, where you can stream some selected tracks from there as well. I believe the full EP will be available on April the 15th. That's when it will be available nationally. It will be available through CD, digital, and a 12-inch vinyl with an etched B-side. So whichever floats your boat, it's definitely worth owning. So again, the EP is A Presentation of Gruesome Poetics by The Drip. This is released on Relapse Records. It will be available on April the 15th. Pick it up when it comes out, and I'm going to give this a very solid 8.5 out of 10. Really awesome grindcore release from a great grindcore band that are definitely going to continue to showcase their potential. So support The Drip. I'm going to conclude this review. Thanks all for watching. Dr. John on my channel, and until the next time, Army Ho out.